You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I got to be honest with you. I don't know why I did not think about this when we were talking about the Bill Belichick to New York Giants situation. But I think there is a reason, okay, and we'll get to Bill's comments, why he is not going to the Giants. Something we're not thinking about in all this. And I saw somebody bring it up, and I was like, we literally covered that on Black and White Sports, and by that, I mean Brian Flores suing the NFL. He's also suing teams. He's also suing the Giants. How did all of this start? Bill Belichick sending a congratulations to the wrong Brian over the Giants job. When Daboll got hired, he sent a congratulations by accident to the wrong Brian. And Flores was like, what? I'm not getting that job? And then it was definitely part of it. Now, for the record, I think it's a ludicrous lawsuit by Brian Flores. I do. It's ridiculous. I mean, the NFL has built more generational wealth for black men, either by coaching or by playing. I mean, that league and the NBA than maybe any other entity in America. It's ridiculous. The NFL has waded knee-deep into DEI initiatives. Let's get to Bill Belichick, because he has come out and he has made a statement that he will not be taking the New York Giants job. Even at this, I'm just going to keep it real. Even with this, anybody remember Tricky Nicky Saban? I love Nick Saban, by the way. He's one of my top 3 favorite coaches of all time. But does anybody remember Nick Saban going, I am not going to Alabama, when he was with the Miami Dolphins? I absolutely will not be going to Alabama until you was going to Alabama. Obviously, sorry, Dolphins fans, was the right decision. Son of a bitch. Greatest college football coach of all time. I believe a top 5 coach in the history of football, period. So even with this denial, which was put out in joint from Bill Belichick and UNC, and again, UNC is improving, folks. Don't let people blow smoke up your ass right now. UNC, since their bye, has been a different team, particularly on defense. They look a lot better. They've won some games. They need 2 wins to become bowl eligible all of a sudden. He's 1 win away from having more wins than Deion got when he went to Colorado. Oh, Deion Sanders fans were taking them victory laps earlier in the season. Well, guess what? He's equaled the amount of wins Deion had his first year at Colorado. So those folks can shut the bleep up now. You're in a dead tie with 1 win that's going to break that. Quote, and I like Deion, but that was one of the ridiculous victory laps I've seen all season. Bill Belichick, quote, I have great respect and genuinely care for the New York Giants organization, both Mara and Tisch families. The New York Giants played an important role in my life and in my coaching journey. It was a privilege for me to work for the Mara family and be a member of Coach Parcells' staff for over a decade. However, despite circulating rumors, I have not and will not pursue any NFL head coaching vacancies. Since arriving in Chapel Hill, my commitment to the UNC football program has not wavered. We have tremendous support from the university, our alumni, and entire Carolina community. My focus remains solely on continuing to improve this team, develop our players, and build a program that makes Tar Heel fans proud. We're on to Wake Forest. I love it. I love it. I mean, Bill, somewhere along the line, Bill became very self-aware. And you may be like, but Jordon Hudson, I'm not talking about his personal life, just his persona. He knows we're on the Cincinnati was a thing. We're on the Wake Forest. Now, as far as the Jordon Hudson thing, no self-awareness whatsoever. Zero. But this situation where he realizes there's certain little nuggets he can put out there that's going to get traction, that's doing it. We're on the Wake Forest is now a thing. Gary Myers, who originally the other day said he thought it was a absolute possibility. Right here, he put this out after the statement came out. I admit I thought Belichick to the Giants made some sense, but that was before I was told today it would, in caps, never happen because Belichick had burned all bridges in the organization 4 or 5 years ago. And he absolutely is not going to be a candidate. I look at this as a smart, face-saving, preemptive strike by Belichick before the word got out that the Giants had no interest. It should help his recruiting. We already knew no other NFL team was interested because he went through 2 hiring cycles without an offer. Well, he can thank Robert Kraft for that because Arthur Blank was going to hire him with the Falcons. We cannot forget that. That's why he's at North Carolina. I always thought Belichick would come back to the Giants, his dream job in an organization he loved, but the timing never aligned. Then hard feelings developed over other issues that left the Giants bitter. The Giants are on to somebody else. You hear that, Browns fans? There's hopes. There's hope. Kevin Stefanski might be the Giants' next head coach.
Fuck.
God, that still seems unbelievable. I mean, there's some small reasons why it kind of makes sense, but when you look at the Browns organization, but still. But 4 or 5 years ago, you had the Brian Flores incident and all that drama. And now the Giants find themselves in a lawsuit over it. And it all began with the congratulations to Brian Daboll. Except it wasn't Brian Daboll. The wrong Brian. The wrong Brian. And we heard back when we were really covering that particular story. That was not long. There wasn't much separation between that and Gruden. Flores was furious over that. Furious over it. Because evidently he genuinely thought he was getting that Giants job. By the way, again, if he wasn't suing the NFL, I think he's already a coach. I think he would have been a coach somewhere. I mean, you're suing the league and a number of teams. Not a good look. Not a good look. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.